I'm going to attempt to do this in one shot. So there it is. This is a makeshift little tripod I got going on, so it's not going to be perfect. But just using the normal black primer. Don't need too much. And I am not going to thin this, it doesn't need it. Okay, high enough PSI. Not much in there at all. You can see it spraying here. Now I'm not pulling back so far, right? So I'm just going to do light coats. My PSI is like, wow, geez. My PSI is like 35. I've got it cranked up. I usually crank up my PSI because, oops, sorry guys. I crank up my PSI because I have this. If I want it to go less air, you know, I just use that instead of, but for thicker type stuff, I'm going to go higher pressure anyway. So that's all it needs. It's a shot. Don't put too much on there. In fact, I probably just wasted a bunch, but that's all right. I want to hurry up and get this out of the. So I just flush it out real quick. Twist that, bubble it up. Go into my dumping pool here. One last little thing I like to do, you don't have to, but I just pull the needle back a little bit. You can see there's still plenty on the tip there. I don't know if you guys can see down in there, but the needle was black. I pull it back a little, just a little bit, move it in and out, push it back in there. See how dirty that got? Dump it out. Okay, I still have a little bit of water in there, so I like to tighten it back down and just spray it out. Alright, so just a little bit of water and alcohol. This is just a little spray bottle of alcohol. Chuck a little alcohol in there. Do the same thing where it bubbles it. Still a little dirty. The reason why I'm doing this so much for this color is because it's black and the next one I'm going to be spraying is white. So any little black that's in there, it's not going to be very nice. So bubble it up a little bit, let the alcohol spray directly out. I've got, by the way, I've got my filter running in the back there, so I'll just spray it out through the filter. Okay, so now that we've got this done, just use a tissue to wipe the rest of that out. Make sure it's nice and clean. When I'm changing most colors, I don't go that crazy with it. You can still see there's a little bit left on the bottom. usually don't go that crazy, but because I'm going from black to white, it's going to be too much of a contrast of a difference. So this is what I wanted to show you. I've got this, where is it? This Dollar and Rowney. I've got a lab mixer here. Let me mix this up. And I hope I get to capture this so that you can see what I mean by it being really soft. So I've got not my flow improver, and this is, I just don't have the label on it, but this is the thinner, the Vallejo thinner. So I always go a couple drops of thinner. You know, we're not doing that much, but I don't know if you guys can see. There's not much in there, right? And because we're doing such a small piece, I'm not doing a lot, just maybe a couple drops of that. And then preferably you want to, I have a really janky stirring brush. It's just a bad brush that I use for all things stirring. And make sure there's no extra color on there. And then just stir it up good. Okay, now I want to make sure that my PSI is really high for this, as high as my compressor will go. Like I said, it's like 30 something. Spray a little bit out until you start seeing white, which there it is. Okay, now I'm not going to pull back that far. Let me see. I'm only going to pull back like that. Right? Just slowly. Let's see if I can capture this. Let me see if I can get it to focus on that right there. Okay, I'll just see on the top. Okay, comes out gray at first, which is just a little bit, and then more I'm going to start doing the tops. Just little squirts, and then down here towards the bottom. And then you guys can see that. Really soft, no speckling. Okay, let me get down around here on the back side. Okay, now spray a little bit down here without pulling back, so I make sure there's none on the needle, and then I could just spray it dry. Make sure it's dry, and then I want the tops to be a whole lot more white, right? Right at the top of that, see that? And as it dries, you'll see it'll get darker again. I'm just drying it right now, just drying it. Okay, and then one more pass to get it really white. I'm just focusing on the top spots there. And then the top of that dome right there I want. Let's see if I can get it right. There we go. That's it. smooth transition that will take whatever color you throw at it, but maintain that light to dark gradient. Sorry, it's going out of focus on us here. That's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys.